The Chiefs bounced back in a big way on Monday night with the victory over the Buffalo Bills. And now with a 5-1 record heading into Week 7, they'll turn their attention back to the AFC West with a divisional showdown against the Denver Broncos. The Chiefs have won 9 straight over Denver dating back to 2015, winning those games by an average of nearly 2 touchdowns. That stretch includes the Dontari Poe touchdown pass game, the left-handed pass, the snow game last year, and of course, Patrick Mahomes' first career start. It all adds up to the second longest winning streak over Denver in franchise history, and the longest in 50 years. Kansas City will look to make it 10 straight behind an offense that's clicking on all cylinders in a variety of areas. First, the Chiefs rushed for 245 yards last week, the most in the Andy Reid era, as Clyde Edwards-Helaire averaged 6.19 yards per carry, the highest mark for any player with at least 25 rushes in a game this season. Edwards-Helaire currently ranks second in the NFL in rushing, behind only Derrick Henry, and the Chiefs could potentially add veteran tailback Le'Veon Bell to that mix this week, depending on how he feels in practice. But either way, this rushing attack is the real deal. And in the passing game, Patrick Mahomes is the only quarterback in the NFL with 15 or more touchdowns and no more than 1 interception, while Travis KELCE is one of only 3 players with 450 receiving yards and 5 scores, joining DK Metcalf and Calvin Ridley. Simply put, this offense can do it all. They're consistent too. In fact, the Chiefs have posted at least 23 points in 42 of their last 43 total games, including the playoffs. They've done it in 20 straight games, which is the second longest streak in NFL history, behind only the 22-game stretch this same squad put together between the 2018 and 2019 seasons. Incredible. The Chiefs will face a Denver defense on Sunday that's dealt with injuries this season, but has still managed to post some solid numbers. They're allowing 22 points per game, that's 11th in the NFL, but where they've really shined is in the red zone. Denver has allowed touchdowns on just 46.7% of opponents' trips to the red zone this year, the 3rd best mark in the NFL. On the other side of the ball, Broncos quarterback and former Mizzou star Drew Lock returned to action last week after missing 2 games due to a shoulder injury. The Broncos went 4-1 down the stretch last season with Lock at quarterback, his only loss coming at the hands of the Chiefs, but he's struggled so far this season, tossing a pair of interceptions last week against New England while completing just 40% of his passes. Denver has been hit hard by injuries on the offensive side of things too, and despite their collective performance so far, they do have several playmakers at Lock's disposal to keep an eye on, from the duo of Phillip Lindsay and Melvin Gordon at tailback to first-round pick Jerry Jeudy in the passing game. They'll be going against the Chiefs' defense that turned in an impressive bounce-back performance last week, holding Bills quarterback Josh Allen to just 164 total yards of offense, his worst game of the season. Buffalo scored just 17 points, marking the 5th time this year that Kansas City held the opposition under 21 points, the most of any team in the NFL. The Chiefs have made plenty of memories over the last 6 years against the Broncos, and in what may be a snowy afternoon in Denver, they have a shot at some more on Sunday as they look for a 10th straight victory over their classic AFC West rival.